Here's a story with a language barrier and different ethnic backgrounds. Concluding with a happy ending, Amara was a young woman from Ethiopia who moved to Sweden to pursue her studies in architecture. She knew a little Swedish but found it difficult to navigate daily life in a new country. The language barrier made her shy and reserved, so she spent most of her time in the library, studying and avoiding social interactions. Johan was a Swedish engineering student who loved languages and enjoyed helping international students acclimate to life in Sweden. He had a warm smile and a gentle demeanor that made people feel at ease. He noticed Amara's quiet presence and decided to introduce himself, using simple words and gestures to communicate. At first, their conversations were limited to basic phrases and nods, but Johan's patience and Amara's determination to learn made it easier over time. They began to spend more time together, sharing meals and exploring the city. Johan learned a few phrases in Amharic to surprise Amara, while she practiced her Swedish with him. Despite their growing connection, cultural differences and miscommunication sometimes caused friction. Amara felt overwhelmed by the Swedish custom of directness, while Johan struggled to understand the Ethiopian emphasis on community and tradition. They faced these challenges with open hearts and a willingness to adapt. One day, Johan invited Amara to a traditional Swedish midsummer festival. It was a day of dancing, singing, and raising the maypole. Amara was nervous about fitting in, but Johan assured her that everyone would be welcoming. As the night progressed, they danced together, laughing and enjoying the moment. It was a turning point in their relationship, as they realized that despite their differences, they shared a deep connection. Their love grew stronger, and they began to dream about a future together. They visited Amara's family in Ethiopia, where Johan experienced the warmth and hospitality of her culture. He was embraced by her family, who appreciated his efforts to learn about their traditions. Eventually, Johan proposed to Amara during a quiet evening by the lake, under the northern lights. She said yes, and they celebrated with friends and family from both cultures. Their wedding was a beautiful blend of Ethiopian and Swedish traditions, with music, food, and customs from both sides. Amara and Johan built a life together, embracing their cultural differences and creating new traditions of their own. They continued to learn from each other, overcoming the language barrier and any obstacles that came their way. By the end of each day, they knew they had found their happily ever after, built on love, patience, and understanding.